Located within the Afi Mountain Sanctuary, Boki, Cross River State, southern Nigeria, the Pandrillus Drill Ranch was founded in 1991 by an American couple, Peter Jenkins and Liza Gatsey. They were tourists who fell in love with the forest when they visited in 1998 and decided to stay back to conserve species inhabiting this space. Illegally held drills, often by hunting, are donated by local citizens or handed over after seizure by authorities for rehabilitation. Nsikan Enineke CJ developed his love for animals as a child after his father gave him 2 puppies on his birthday. Also as a child, he visited the drill ranch, and that discovery shaped his career choice.
I started like a student. From there, that was 2007.
Wow.
Then started coming when I was a kid, and then in my college time, I came with a group of students. That's our industrial attachment. I was here, and from there I now moved to work with the chimpanzees. I went for my service, I came back, and now I still work with the chimpanzee before I now turn to the manager.
So what do you study?
Zoology and environmental biology.
Where do you study?
In the University of Calabar, and I also went to Niger State, Mina, to do a little vet practice for 2 years.
Wow.
Just, you know, this place, you learn everything.
Yeah.
The good part about this place, everyone here learns everything. We learn how to treat the animals, we learn how to take care of the animals, we learn how to use different tools, we learn how to work on the solar panel area. If you are here, you learn everything.
Animals in enclosed habitats survive longer than those in the wild because they are usually hunted unsustainably for food, medicine, decoration, and other uses, driving them to extinction.
What we really do here is the breeding center for the drills. Drill monkey happens to be one of the most endangered species of primate presently in the world. They are one of the most endangered species, and they are very unique because they are being found in only 3 places in the world. Later I'll take you to the drill section. They're only found only 3 places in the world. And those places are Nigeria, and in Nigeria it's only in Cross River State here. And the only left virgin forest, rainforest in Nigeria, is only found in Cross River State here, and in this other region, the northern part of Cross River. So that's another unique stuff about this forest here. So we have a lot of animals around. Here in the natural habitat, you see a lot of animals. And let's talk about the chimps. So these chimps here, since the project comes to work on drill monkeys, and the owner of the project also fell in love seeing this first chimpanzee by name Pansy. They found Pansy when she was small, like that baby. The hunter killed the mother and now take the baby and then trying to go and sell it to the directors. You know, when people see the whites, the foreigners, they try to go sell animals for them like this, knowing that they have passion and love for animals. So, but they did not buy the animals. Instead, they talk with the hunter, and then they rescue the baby. And that baby happens to be this big one sitting down here now. Her name is Pansy.
How many years ago?
That's about 30 years ago.
Wow.
So she's almost the same age with the project.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So Pansy she's from this community. She's from this community called Buancho. Yeah, this is the alpha male mother and the brother.
The brother?
That's the small brother sitting on the mother's back.
The mother?
This is the mother of the alpha holding this baby.
Yeah.
And that small baby is the alpha male's brother. And Osang also is from this community, Buancho. And this Mickey, and this Po, the alpha male's mother, and that's Sally. Sally is from Sierra Leone, also rescued by all these specialists coming to fix Nigerian roads, and they think they can also come here and then keep chimpanzee as pets. And this Pablo Malabo, the same thing from all these specialists. And that is Abdullah from Kano,
Okay.
northern part of Nigeria. And that is Daisy.
He's just fat.
Who? Which one? Daisy.
Yeah, I think one
Yeah.
is fat.
That one's sitting there.
Oh, okay.
He's eating a lot of things. Being the alpha male, he controls the group and have access to all the females.
Oh, really?
So he's the king, and all the females belongs to him.
No, none other.
None other.
He's not the father of all of them.
No. And also another thing you need to know, we don't breed chimpanzees. We don't breed them because the space we have here is a little bit smaller. This is about 17 hectares, the enclosure. So if we start breeding them, in the next 10 years we'll have double of this number. If you release any of them here, they are going straight to the community, to humans, because they were being raised by humans, so they're used to humans. So if you release any of them like this, it's a threat to the community, so we don't release them. The only ones we are going to release is the chimps. That's why we happen to make this enclosure a little bit bigger for them. So this number, before they can finish all these trees, is going to take them hundreds of years.
These are very dangerous.
And this fence, they're electrified, and just to keep them away from coming out to human.
And they are aware of that?
Yes, all of them, before they're being introduced into the group, you pass through what we call quarantine section and a fence test. So, but they are all happy, and you can see that's why we always want a lot of people to also come in and then fund the place for us.
For conservationists here, it is a race against time to save endangered primates, especially the dream monkeys, said to be among the most endangered primates in the world.
The big ones like that, they stay on top and watch the smaller ones eating.
Wow,
so they protect the smaller ones. So like the drills, the alpha male have access to all the females. Is the one that owns all the females here.
And that's
all these babies, and that's his work. If he happens to come out from the enclosure, that's when all of them will follow. So they stays in group, and that's the reason why hunters kill them a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, 25 years ago, drill monkey used to be one of the best bushmeat around, because one hunter can go and kill a group of drill monkey in 2 days. Why? Because they move in groups, so they'll kill the alpha, and other ones will be running around, and then you have access to kill them. And they have short tails. Short tail monkey don't jump long distance like the long tail monkeys. And the longer the tail of a primate, the longer distance it can jump. So these ones that have short tails, they jump shorter distance. Right now they're about to sleep. That's why you can see half of the group are with the alpha, and that's the high rank group. They're being divided into two groups, the low rank and the high rank group. So the high rank group are the ones staying with the alpha right now. The alpha is not out. So probably tomorrow you see we call the alpha male or the dominant male. He dominates everyone here. What he wants them to do is what they will do.
Really?
He controls the group.
Wow.
It's only when he comes out, that's when all of them can follow him. So if you want to do any releases from him, now you are going to use.
The community is also involved in the project. Helen, who was born here in Boki, is honing her skills in animal rehabilitation and protection.
I am a keeper on training. I was employed last 4 months. My experience, I've learned a lot since the past 3 months. I've learned a lot of things. My duty is to take care of animals, feed them. I fed them 3 times a day, then change their water, scrub their water basin if it is dirty, observe the animals. If they have any problem like an injury, I report to, because we have a vet doctor, I report to them, they will know what to do. I enjoy seeing animals. I just enjoy everything about the job. It's an experience that everyone, even if you hear about it, you will just imagine, I wish I was born. I'm just happy, like, let me just say, I was born in the Garden of Eden. Let me just say so.
Oh, that's a good one. I want to be born in the Garden of Eden. Well, I'm here in the Garden of Eden. I think it's time for us to go. It's getting darker, and can you see what's happening?
Yeah, this from sandflies. That's the way the fun part in the rainforest.
So this is what you go through every time.
Yeah, we are used to it. We are used to it,
You're
and
used
these ones
to
are just vain. We are used to it. If you stay here longer time, you won't have those bites.
Really?
They are just testing a fresh blood
Oh.
from the city. So you come with a different blood.
Over a decade since his first visit to this forest, CJ has come to call this place home.
Yeah, come.
No, they cannot fly. They can't in the camera. They can't.
They can. For our echo shower.
Okay. Oh, wow.
You have light for the guests. If you want to have a shower at night, you on the lights. And you on the water here. Careful.
Oh, like a shower actually.
I think it's warm a little bit. It's supposed to. Touch it now.
Whoa. So you all built this here?
This is nature.
Nature.
We use all woods.
This is a bit of what it is like here at night. It's really dark, and just the little lamps you see there, powered by solar. There's a little kitchen here. We're going to make some soup tonight. You know Chop Soft's guy?
You go hear my belly.
You know Chop Soft guy?
You go hear my belly for a morning.
You be Igbo Chop hard daddy. And basically everybody here lives off the grid. This is powered by solar.
These are Nigerian heroes. They are eco-champions who have rejected the sophistication of civilization in the cities, choosing rather to live in the forests to work for a planet in harmony.
What's this one? Plastic waste? Plastic waste, organic waste, and burner. What's that? From this? Oh, burnable waste.
We are preparing medicine for the chimps.
Medicine for the chimps. Tell us about the medicine, just a bit, briefly.
Antibiotics. Just antibiotics to prevent an infection.
Okay, how often do they get fed this?
It depends, whenever they get sick. So I'm doing a treatment of 7 days.
7 days. How long have you been here?
2 months, 3 months.
Why did you just choose to pack up and come to Nigeria?
I love animals, and I decided to come here because of animals.
Ta-da! Here it is. It's a typical latrine, as we call it in the villages. So you pull this, you can use your feet or you use your hand, pull it open, then you sit. And that's it, you have your tissue paper there. When you're done, you can just easily close it back. And then you come over here. Come over here. There's a trick to this. You get the soap, and then you wash your hand. Now, watch how I do this. This is very interesting. You move the wood, you step on it, and the water comes out. And you wash. Easy. Sustainable life in the forest.
Many young persons around the world cannot imagine spending their lifetime in a forest like the famous Tarzan. Asoko, just like CJ, has dedicated his life to conservation.
Though we have in Calabar, where we have quarantine, where animals comes in, because in the first place, we don't buy animals. Neither do we go to the wild to bring these animals to keep in captivity. So most of these animals here are orphaned. So anyway, we are doing captive breeding. So we started with the first animal that came to this project, whose name is Calabar. Calabar is 29 years old now. Calabar is in Calabar. She's in Calabar. So, but our main project site is here in Afi, the Boki local government. So we have these animals in 6 or 7 different groups. So, and so far we've been able to have, to breed like about 600 of this animal, which has been born in captivity. So drills remains one of the most endangered primates in Africa, and they are found only in Nigeria. It's only in Cross River State that they are found, and they are also found in some part, southwestern part of Cameroon. And then there's an island called Bioko in Equatorial Guinea. So these are the only places where drills are found. You know, we are doing captive breeding. We are doing captive breeding program. So the main purpose of this project is to protect the population of this animal from going extinction. And then, according to the survey, which was carried out, you know, by a team to find out how much or how many drills are left in the wild, it was discovered that they were less than 4,000. So, and that was a couple of years ago, and now we don't know what is going on now, because there's a lot of hunting, a lot of poaching, a lot of deforestation, a lot of human activities, which is not, you know, necessarily good for the drills in the wild. So since they are also semi-terrestrial monkeys, that means they forages on the forest floor during the day, and then in the night they climb up the trees to sleep. So they are not like arboreal monkeys, say Mona and Erythroides, Slatters. So they spend most of their time on the forest floor. And drills remain some of the, I'm one of the biggest monkey in the world after mandrill. Mandrill is the biggest monkey in the world. So drill monkey is the second biggest monkey in the world. So males are larger than the females. So like you can see, that's the alpha male. So one male dominates the whole group, but you can't call this a super group, because usually they go in a small size group of 20. Yeah, they go in a small troop of 20 in the wild. So here there are less than 80 of them. So we can call this a super group. Well, of course, we experience a lot of challenges, and for it to be sustained depends and rely on us, especially we Nigerians, because we have to protect this species of monkeys for our next generation, you know, our generation unborn. I mean, of course, I know there are already many animals that has gone into extinction. So without this project, these monkeys will have also been, you know, been wiped out of the forest. So in order for it to be sustained, the community around, the host community needs to play their own part. So like stop hunting, you know, the animals, stop cutting down trees, and of course, and also to have money to, you know, feed these animals, and then to protect the ecosystem, which these animals are so important to the ecosystem. As we know, there are some certain insects that has some bacteria that can destroy the forest. So, and luckily, drills is the only animal or primate that eats this insect. So they are very important and essential to the ecosystem. Well, that is where the government will have to come in, because personally, I will not tell a hunter not to hunt just because I am protecting the animals. So what the government should do is now to create jobs. You create jobs for the hunters that will now persuade them not to hunt. Yeah. So if we must sustain our forests and protect the animals, government will have to do a lot, like creating jobs, building industries to make youths to have job or work to do. That will now make them not to go into hunting. But if government is not playing their own part, then we will continue to suffer what we are suffering, and the animals, importantly, they will be the one who suffer the most. The drills are very important to the ecosystem, because when the ecosystem is wiped out, there will be more diseases and there will be more problem, to the humans, to human beings. Most of the activities in this community is farming and hunting. So they will rely on cutting the whole forest, and then in fact they need money. They don't care whatever will come thereafter. They need money just for sustenance. They don't give any bullshit about if there is what problem or not. They don't care. But outsiders, maybe they will be able to consider it and then think about it. But the people here in community, they don't care about it.
So the red
is for me, I'm a conservationist. Yeah. I'm a pure conservationist and environmentalist. So if I were the one who say I'm in the authority, I will not allow any single human being to go into the forest.
Wow.
Yeah, if I am in the authority, I will not let anybody to go into the forest. The forest will remain intact.
How about medicine, for their medicine, etc.?
Well, there will be other ways. Definitely there will be other ways, because my own view, my own point is for the animals, because just like the animals, like the canopies that provide shadow, shelter to the animals, when it is cut down or cut off, the forest becomes very empty. In the first stage of birth, the baby will depend on the mom's breast milk. After the mom does eat, so after a few weeks or months, the baby will start learning how to stand, to use his leg, and then after maybe 2-3 months, the baby can start eating. But they nurse their baby for 15 to 16 months.
Do you see them? Have you seen anyone put to bed?
Well, these animals usually give birth, put to bed in the early hours of the day or at night. So if you see a drill having problem in child delivery, is maybe the animal, if it gets to in the morning like this or in the afternoon, that means the animal is having a miscarriage. Yeah. Wow. They do have miscarriage.
What do you do? Can you save them?
Sometimes there's nothing we can do, but we just have to maybe isolate that particular drill into the satellite, emergency satellite, and then to see how it goes. If it is very, very difficult for the animal, we just to tranquilize her and then do the surgery and get it out. Just to reduce the pain for the animal.
So do you intend to do this for how long?
Well, I've committed myself to do it till I'm 70. Wow. If I have the courage, if I have the strength, yeah.
You're going to do this for the rest of your life?
Exactly, yeah.
In this place or?
In this place, but I'm also hoping to go to Botswana.
Oh, I want to go to Botswana?
Yes,
to learn and then
to work and then do some certain things there and then come back.
Your family, what do they think about this?
Well, for my family, they don't really know a lot. Like what I'm doing here, my twin brother will not be able to do what I'm doing. So, but they understand, though they don't really know that I'm working with wild animals.
And they can't reach you on phone, there's no network here.
I work, so my dream is to continue. Well, I wish everyone will share my dream, the kind of dream I have for animals, not only drills, but the environment as a whole, and stop eating bushmeat, which is very important, and stop cutting down our trees. At least even if we can plant more trees, that would be nice. And then my dream is to keep on helping our environment, helping animals, not only drills, dogs, other animals, because I'm a lover of all animals. So I wish everyone should have the kind of mind that I have by helping to protect our environment. So if the government, my own view is on the government particularly, because they are not doing enough. Animals are in peril. People don't really care. So this is the problem that we're having. But my dream is to continue to work with animals. I have committed myself to work with animals till the end of my life on Earth.
And that's it on our program for today. We've been at Afi Mountains, where there is a conservation project here for primates, especially the drill monkey, which is almost going extinct in Nigeria and Africa. Thanks for your time. Remember, together we can save nature, we can conserve our planet, and we can keep them for future generations. I am Ugochi Olibo. Bye now.